Welcome back, everybody, to the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise here on Madden 21 for the PS5. Two more games on the slate today as we go over weeks 11 and 12. Last episode, of course, was the big return of quarterback Koko Nwosu and wide receiver DJ Chark, and we ended up going 1-1, getting a big win over the Vikings and losing in close fashion to rookie quarterback Sigurds Romanovskis and the New England Patriots. Rookie wideout Dede Winterblossom is healthy, so really for the first time all year, our receiving core is at full strength. Obviously, Chark and Shock headline the top, but I think I do want Zeke Bowman and Dede Winterblossom to sort of split as the number 3 guy, because I want both of them to be impactful on our offense. Let's take a look at the Kansas City Chiefs, and everything with this team starts and ends with Patrick Mahomes II, who of course is still one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. No surprise. His top target, Tyreek Hill, is out today. It's not a serious injury. He'll probably be back next week, but we do not have to deal with him today, which is pretty nice. This Chiefs roster is fairly similar to what they have in real life, so should be a tough game because the Chiefs are, well, a very tough team. Let's get this one underway. The 7-2 Jacksonville Jaguars trying to get back on the win column after a loss last week, taking on the 5-4 Kansas City Chiefs, who are currently the 7 seed. Remember, there are 7 teams to make the playoffs, and that graphic just isn't accurate because Madden chooses to not really update their game. So the Chiefs had the ball as on first down as Travis Kelce with a nice play, running over Zaire Wiggins literally to get about 12 yards. Slowly but surely, the Chiefs are moving the ball down the field. Not a lot of big plays out of them yet, which is a little bit odd because they are the Kansas City Chiefs and they love their big plays. This is Steve Davis with the reception. He's going to have to step up today with both Tyreek Hill and Chris Bodden out at wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's 2 of their top 3 guys. 2nd and goal now. Mahomes under pressure. It's a fumble. The ball was ripped out by Rashawn Babineau. It is recovered by one of the Chiefs' offensive linemen, but still a gigantic strip sack for Jacksonville. Chiefs going to be forced to kick a field goal. It's a chip shot 33 yards out from Harrison Butker, who sails it right down the middle, and the Chiefs are on the board as it's now 3-0. Jaguars back on offense. Koko Nwosu with it, scrambling to the left side here on first down. Going to try to get a nice run, and he is injured. Koko just came back a couple of weeks ago. Now, this injury is not all that serious. It's a low back strain. His status to return will be questionable. He'll probably come back fairly soon. So for right now, it'll be Marsucio Walter in at quarterback, and the Jags offense really does not go anywhere on this drive as Casey Shock was wrapped up by Willie Gay. The Jags are going to go for a long 55-yard field goal, and the kick is short. That's what she said, and to be specific, that's what she told me. As Volker Gantz off the mark, and it remains a 3-0 Chiefs lead. Kansas City back on offense to start the second quarter. Mahomes finds his main man, Travis Kelce, who runs out of bounds of a 24-yard line. Chiefs passing attack is unsurprisingly looking quite good today, even though they don't have Tyreek Hill in the lineup. 3rd and 1 now at the 15. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That's going to be close. I don't think he got it, though. Bob Adams, the second-year cornerback, brings him down. Josh Allen had the first hit, but I think that was Adams who finished him off. Chiefs bring the field goal unit back out. A little bit surprised they didn't go for it there on 4th and inches. They're already that close, but Harrison Butker does make it, and the Chiefs are now up 6-0. Jags have it back. 2nd and 11. Tough throw is going to be caught by DJ Chark, wrapped up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, but not before gaining 26 yards. Koko Nwosu, as you can tell, is back in the game. He is good and ready to rock and roll for the rest of this one. 3rd and 4. Look at that nifty move by Nwosu, being chased out of bounds by the 3rd-year cornerback, Torian Cook. The field goal unit would eventually return a 47-yard attempt for Volker Gantz. This time it's good, and we've had a battle of field goals so far. 6-3, a very low-scoring game, although these two offenses, specifically Kansas City's, really have not been that bad today. About 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Mahomes up the middle for Mecole Hardman, the speedster who brings it to the 41. Offensive lineman Nick Harris, the former Jacksonville Jaguar, injured on the play, though. Not good news for the Chiefs. But they would move the chains by getting the first down. Following play, Patrick Mahomes going to go up the middle for Travis Kelce, who's had a big start to the game. I will say the Jaguars have covered tight ends better this year than they did last year, which doesn't really say much because tight ends absolutely dominated the Jags last year. But Travis Kelce has proven to be a tough battle, unsurprisingly, because he's one of the best in the business. Look at Patrick Mahomes going to show off the wheels inside the 20, still up, and he slides all the way at the 2. A 40-yard run for Patrick Mahomes. He's showing that he's not just arm. He's got some legs, too. First and goal. Mahomes, quick pass for Travis Kelce for the touchdown, and the Kansas City Chiefs extend their lead. It's now 13-3. Not really the start the Jaguars wanted today, especially coming off a loss last week against New England. Jacksonville has it back. Here's DJ Chark down the field. He brings it to the 37-yard line. Big gain there for Chark. The Jags have only thrown the ball 5 times today. The Chiefs have really dominated time of possession so far in this game. About a minute and a half to go now from the 19-yard line. Tough throw again for DJ Chark, who's had a pretty big first half. And he brings it to the 1. First and goal. Can the Jags punch it in? Yes, they do. Isaiah Sparks, the superstar rookie, finds the end zone for the touchdown. He continues his outstanding rookie campaign. He's been arguably the best running back in the NFL, leading by far the best rushing attack in the NFL, as it's now 10-3. Chiefs have it back. Not a lot of time left in this half as Mahomes is sacked by Octavius October. And I know we have not talked about October a lot this year, but he has been really disappointing. Coming in the C.J. Henderson trade this offseason, October has really done nothing for the most part this year. So it's good to see him getting a sack, I guess. There's another nice run by Patrick Mahomes. He brings the Chiefs into field goal range. And with 3 seconds to go, they will attempt a 54-yard field goal with Harrison Butker. If anyone's going to make this kick, it's going to be him. But it is wide right. No good. Both kickers have missed field goals here in the first half. And we've had ourselves a pretty interesting start to the game. The Jacksonville Jaguars are currently down 13-10. Patrick Mahomes has been as deadly with his legs as he has with his arm, and he has been really good with both today. The Jags' offense has been pedestrian. They haven't been bad. They haven't been great either. The rushing attack has not looked all that great, but they do start the second half off with a bang. A 65-yard touchdown for Isaiah Sparks, his second in the game. That is how you start the third quarter off, ladies and gentlemen. Sparks with his 10th touchdown of the year, and it is now 17-13. The Jaguars take their first lead of the day. What a run by Isaiah Sparks. Let's go to the ensuing kick return. It's Angus Jenkins who will take it out of the end zone. Jenkins makes a nice cut, finds a hole, and he is gone. The Chiefs immediately answer, no flags, touchdown Kansas City. Both teams with 65-plus yard touchdowns within the first minute of the second half. That's pretty wild. Chiefs would get the ball back soon after as it's 3rd and 6 from the 7. Mahomes under pressure. He's sacked. Fumbles it in the end zone. It's picked up by Rashawn Babineau for a touchdown. That was Kayvon Chaisson who had the strip sack, and the Jaguars are right back on top. No shortage of action here in the second half whatsoever. A 65-yard run, a kick return touchdown, and a scoop and score in the end zone. Quite the start to the third quarter. Chiefs have it back as Clyde Edwards-Helaire goes flying down to the ground. CEH has done nothing of sorts today. Nice tackle by David Harris, and it's now 3rd and 4 from around the 26-yard line. Mahomes looking to throw. It goes up the middle for an open man. It's going to be Angus Jenkins, who had the kick return touchdown earlier. Got pounded by, I believe, Miles Jack, but still a nice first down nonetheless. 3rd and 5 now. Mahomes under pressure. He is brought down. Kayvon Chaisson with his 2nd sack of the third quarter, his 5th of the year. Chaisson's been a little bit quieter than he was last season, and it is a contract year for Chaisson. I'm curious to see if he picks up his play down the stretch. Jags with the ball back is on 3rd down. Coco tries to run for the first down, but he is unsuccessful. Tracked down by Julian Richardson, the former first-round pick out of the University of Alabama. The Jaguars would be forced to punt it. Kansas City gets it back with not a lot of time left in the quarter. That pass was nearly intercepted by Zaire Wiggins, but instead goes for a first down by Mecole Hardman. I'm surprised Wiggins didn't make that play. Usually he does. Final play of the third quarter from the 45. Mahomes is sacked again. 3 sacks in the third quarter alone for Kayvon Chaisson, who is on fire at the moment. That'll bring us to the fourth quarter. Jaguars with the ball and the lead as it's DJ Chark with a nice move. He gets around 20. Chark has had a really solid game up to this point. The Jaguars certainly missed him as he has over 100 yards. He's definitely been Coco's go-to man today. 3rd and 4 now, and Wosu looking to throw it. Tries to get it to tight end Daniel Romer, who makes a nice catch, but is quickly wrapped up by the Tyrann Mathieu. The Jaguars are going to go for it here on 4th and 3. They're kind of in no man's land. I guess that's why they're making this call. And DJ Chark drops it. It looked like he had it in his hands. I thought he caught it at first, but it was ripped out by the corner, and Kansas City gets it back with under 7 minutes to go and an opportunity to take the lead. Mahomes up the middle. Good start to the possession. They bring it to the 34-yard line. Kansas City is already in field goal range after one play, although they're not really thinking about field goal considering they're down by 4. 2nd and 5, Patrick Mahomes looking to throw it, and he will get the short pass off. That'll bring the Chiefs inside the red zone now to the 14-yard line. Kansas City's in business. Mahomes has been very efficient today. He's thrown over 90% completion percentage. 3rd and 7, Mahomes for the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. He overthrows Steve Davis, and now it's 4th and 7. The Chiefs need a conversion here or else they're in big trouble. Mahomes looking to throw it. He gets it back to Davis in the end zone for a touchdown, and Kansas City takes the lead with about 4.5 to go. A huge play by Steve Davis, and Jacksonville gets the ball back. 1st down, tough throw, hold in by Casey Shock, who brings it to the 49, wrapped up quickly by Juan Thornhill. But still a good start to the drive. As long as the Jaguars can score here, I think they'll be good. Tough throw there. Coco is under a lot of pressure, but it is caught by the tight end, David Njoku, who brings it to the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10 now, 3:43 left to go in regulation. Who knows? We could be seeing overtime today. Coco is sacked. A big play for the big defensive tackle, Chris Jones, his 5th of the year. And that would lead to a 3rd and 19. The Jags are in a little bit of trouble. Coco's going to scramble with it. He has a chance, and he gets 18. That's a big tackle to stop him of the 1st down. It's Nick Lott, the former Westlake Hornet. 4th and 1, the Jaguars are not going to risk it. You know, they could have gone for it there, but they are down by 3. So there's no need for funny business. Just tie the game up, and that's what they do. However, the ball is in the hands of Patrick Mahomes with 2.5 to go. Can he lead a game-winning drive? And that's a pretty good start. Is it Steve Davis down the field? Bob Adams chasing after him, and Davis brings it all the way to the 15-yard line. That's quite the start to the possession. Kansas City gained 65 yards on that play. The Chiefs will be unable to do anything in the red zone, forcing themselves to kick a field goal on 4th and 2. It's an easy one for Butker from 25 yards, and it is good. But the Jags have a little bit under a minute, 49 seconds, and a timeout to either tie or take the lead. So they do have time to do some damage, as here's Coco on 1st down, looking to throw it. Under pressure, he gets it to Chark, who runs out of bounds quickly all the way at the opposing 42. That's a quick start to the drive. Jacksonville's pretty close to field goal range. 3rd and 6 from the 38. Coco under a ton of pressure. Heaves it up for Winter Blossom, and it's incomplete. He just kind of had to get rid of it. 4th and 6 now. They could go for a 55-yard kick, or they could go for it, and that's what they're going to do. Coco looking to throw it. He gets it for Chark, who drops the ball. DJ Chark dropped 2 passes on 4th downs here in this 4th quarter, and the Kansas City Chiefs are going to walk out of here with a win. 30-27 is your final. They improved to 6-4. The Jaguars lose their 2nd straight. They improved to 7-3. A really tough loss here for the Jags. This is a game they could have won. Patrick Mahomes was great. He was efficient in the air. He was dominant on the ground. Coco was fine. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't great. Nobody really ran the ball all that well. Isaiah Sparks did have 99 yards, but 65 of those came on one run. DJ Chark had a nice game, but 2 costly drops in the 4th quarter on 4th downs. Kayvon Chason had a great 3rd quarter. He sacked the quarterback 3 times and had that big fumble force as well. So look at this. I was doing some upgrades, and it said Kareem Al-Rahman had an ability slot. So that means that he is at least superstar development, which is pretty cool. So Kayvon Chason won Defensive Player of the Week, but the thing that really stands out to me here is the AFC Offensive Player of the Week was Gardner Minshew, who has been absolutely insane with the Raiders this year. 30 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He is the favorite for the NFL MVP. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have let him go, or maybe he just needed this fresh start. I am shocked that he is lighting the world on fire this year. So let's talk about our Week 12 opponent, the Colts, led by Rodney Allen, who's having a pretty good season this year. And Allen recently got the bag. A dump truck of cash. 5 years, $177 million for Rodney Allen. A lot of players we have to watch out on this team. Dale McBride has had an outstanding season. The second-year pro out of Westlake, who won AFC Offensive Rookie of the Year last season. He's been even better this year, so he's going to be a tough task for the defense today. Jaguars rocking the throwback jerseys as they host the 5-5 Indianapolis Colts, who are in the push for a playoff spot. Jacksonville is currently tied with Tennessee for the division lead. The Jags currently do own the head-to-head tiebreaker. Those two teams do play again next week, which is pretty significant. Why not start the game off with a bang? Here is Isaiah Sparks on the first play from scrimmage, gaining a quick 25 yards, which is pretty nice to see. Sparks continuing his great season. He's got to be pretty close to 1,000 yards by now, I would think. First down here, Casey Shock in motion. It's going to be a fake. Coco will get it to Casey Shock. Shock with a nice move, but then he loses the football, and it's picked up by Indianapolis. That was Justin Lane who recovered. So the Jags were moving the ball down the field very quickly on that drive, but they lose control of the football, and the Colts offense comes out. No brief review, no coach's challenge, nothing. Indy gets possession. So the Colts would get the ball back. 3rd and 9. It's going to be the running back, Marlon Mack, with the first down. Mack is still this team's every down back, and he is still a really good player. No more Jonathan Taylor. He is in Tennessee. So it's really just the Marlon Mack show. Their backup is former Westlake Hornet Marlon Chavez. 3rd and 4. Marlon Mack loses like 5 or 6 on the play. Nice tackle by Rashawn Babineau, who's really impressed me these past few weeks. Babineau is on a contract here, and if he keeps playing like this, he's going to get a nice extension. Jaguars back on offense. It's DJ Chark with the reception, bringing it all the way to the 2. Chark had a nice game last week, but of course he had those big drops that costed this team the game, so I think he has to feel a little bit of pressure to want to play well. 2nd and goal at the 1. Here is R.J. Ewell with the touchdown, and Jacksonville is on the board first. Ewell had a quiet game last week against the Chiefs. I don't really think I said his name once, and it is now a 7-0 lead for Jacksonville. 3rd and 8, another screen for Marlon Mack. This time it works. He is eventually brought down past midfield by Bob Adams and friends, but not before getting the first down. Whenever the Jaguars play the Colts, it always seems like Marlon Mack has such a big impact on the receiving game, and today he already has 3 catches. First down, Rodney Allen is sacked. Miles Jack and Josh Allen, each with half the sack. They both celebrate, forcing a loss of about 7, and eventually Indianapolis would punch the ball. Jags get it back early in the second quarter. Here's DJ Chark with a nice move. That was a great tackle by 37, Khari Willis. DJ Chark has breakaway speed. Had Willis not made that tackle, he would have been gone. That would have been a Jaguar touchdown probably. 2nd and 12, Coco. He gets it over to David Njoku inside the 21-yard line to about the 20. Coco has been great today. 7 for 7, 141 yards. He has been launching dimes on Indy's defense. 3rd and 3, Isaiah Sparks does not get the first down, wrapped up by Darius Leonard. So it's 4th and 2 from the 11, and the Jaguars are going to stay aggressive. They decide to go for it. Interesting call, and it will pay off. R.J. Ewell gets the first down to about the 7. A risky decision, but hey, paid off. We'll see how many points it will lead to, as on the very next play, Onwosu connects with Casey Shock for the touchdown. So the decision to go for it pays off, and the Jaguars are now up 14-0 as Shock and company celebrating the end zone. A really good start to this game for the Jaguars. They're coming off back-to-back losses. They knew they wanted to win this game, that they have looked impressive today. Here is Jordan Reed on 2nd and 9 to the 28-yard line. Whenever the Jags have played the Colts past few years, Jordan Reed always seems to do really well. So we'll see if today he has another great game. 3rd and 10 at the 28. Allen looking to throw it. Under pressure, he gets it short to Marlon Mack, who does not get really anything. Nice play by Rashawn Babineau to bring him down. And now it is 4th down and 7. The Colts will send out the field goal unit. Try to get on the board for the first time today. And the kick is good from 42. So Indianapolis finally gets some points. That's Greg the Leg Zerline with the kick. And it is now 14-3. The Jags do have plenty of time, though. A little bit over 2 minutes and all 3 timeouts to drive down the field and try to add to this lead before halftime. First down, Coco Nwosu scrambling to the left side, looking to throw it. Can't really find anybody. Gets it to Isaiah Sparks, who makes a really nice play inside the 50 for about 20 yards, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Coco is currently 10 for 10 with 185 yards. Now, unfortunately, his perfect streak would come to an end. He threw an incompletion the very next play. 2nd and 10. Here is Isaiah Sparks again to the 23. Sparks has been really underrated as a receiver this year. I've really liked what I've seen from him catching the football. He didn't do a ton of that in college, but he's been great with that in the NFL. And then here on 1st and goal, it's DJ Chark with the touchdown. What a first half here for Jacksonville. They're now up 21-3. Flex on the haters, DJ. And Jacksonville is up by 3 scores. Indy really needs to do something here. Try to set the tone here towards the end of the first half, but that's not going to help. Another great play by Rashawn Babineau. The Colts would call time after losing 6. I'm surprised they did. I would have thought Jacksonville would have in that scenario. 3rd and 7. Rodney Allen under pressure. He is sacked. Miles Jack gets to the quarterback again. The Jaguars do call time with just under a minute to go in the half. They can make this possibly a 4-score game. Imagine if it's 28-3. Surely that lead's never been blown before, right? 2nd and 10. Very shocked to the 23. Jags did not call time. Down to 10 seconds now. Tough catch by Njoku, who is unable to get out of bounds. The Jags do use their timeout. On 1st down, they took a shot to the end zone. Were unsuccessful. And then here on 2nd down with 4 seconds to go, they're just not going to risk it. Kick the field goal, and it is good from 28 yards by Volker Guntz. And that'll do it for the first half. The Jaguars are dominating at the moment in a big interdivision game as they lead it 24-3. The Jags are clearly angry coming off of 2 straight losses. You think the Colts would be a little bit, angry too, have more pep in their step, because the last time these two teams played against each other was the playoffs last year, in which Indy was eliminated. Colts with the ball here, 2nd and 5. A really tough throw by Allen, and it's caught by Cassius Jacobs-Miller. Bob Adams nearly made a play on that ball. Seems like the Colts are finally starting to move it down the field now on 2nd and 7. Allen is going to be sacked by Marcel Stokely, his 4th of the year. That'll be a loss of about 6. Jacksonville's pass rush today has been pretty good. They have 3 sacks at the moment. 3rd and 13. Allen under pressure. Why not another one? This time by David Harris. And that'll knock Indy out of field goal range. They'd be forced to punt it. So after Rigoberto Sanchez punted it inside the 20, the Jags get it back. Is on 3rd down. Look at R.J. Ewell go. 80 yards, untouched, into the end zone for a touchdown. What a run by Ewell. And the Jaguars will extend their lead even further. It's now 31-3. What a play by Ewell. And Indy is in trouble, to put it nicely. Down by 28 points with 3.5 to go in the 3rd quarter on 3rd and 7. There's another nice play by Cassius Jacobs-Miller. We have not really seen anything from Dale McBride today. He's been locked up by Zaire Wiggins and Isaiah Clemings because McBride gets about half his snaps from the outside, half his snaps from the slot. So obviously Wiggins doing that is no surprise, but shout out to Isaiah Clemings. He's been pretty good today. 2nd and 11, back to Jacobs-Miller, who brings it to the 30. He seems to be the go-to guy for Rodney Allen right now. Not McBride, not T.Y. Hilton, not Mack, not Reed. No, it's Cassius Jacobs-Miller. 4th and 10, it's a 47-yard field goal for Greg Zuerlein. He makes it. Wow, here comes the rally caps. The Colts are now only down by 25 points. I say only sarcastically. 3rd and 7, not a lot of time left in the 3rd quarter. Jags trying to convert here, and Coco does not get it. Nice play by Kenny Moore, one of the more underrated corners in the NFL. He gets the big tackle, and Indy would get the ball back to start the 4th quarter. 2nd and 10. Allen up the middle. It's intercepted. Nice play by Julius Williams. His 3rd INT of the year. And the Jags get it in the red zone. That's probably the icing on the cake in this game. Jacksonville's going to have an opportunity to punch it in, make it a 32-point game possibly, as on 3rd and 5. Coco to Casey Shock for 6. Shock with his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Coco now with 3 passing touchdowns today. And the Jaguars extend their lead even further. They are up by 32 points. Indy's not looking good. They need pretty much a miracle at this point. 2nd and 5. It's another screen, this time for Marlon Chavez, who was checked in for Marlon Mack, who got injured. He lost about like 7 or 8 on that play. Rashawn Babineau with the initial contact. Josh Allen brings him down. And these screens are not working because Rashawn Babineau has read them like a book today. 3rd and 12. There is Cassius Jacobs-Miller wide open. I think Adams was supposed to cover him. He just did not for whatever reason. 3rd and 1 now from the 3. The Colts trying to get their first touchdown of the game. And they will do just that. It's Dale McBride who gets pummeled by Zaire Wiggins. McBride is hurt. Thankfully, it's not serious. Obviously, McBride being a former Westlake player, I want to see him do well, so I'd be pretty sad if he got hurt. The Colts will get it back. 4th and 3. They do convert. It's Marlon Chavez with the first down. Rodney Allen has not had that bad of a game today. It's just that the Colts, the rest of the team has been really bad. Nice sack there for Isaiah Clemens, but the Colts would bring it into the red zone. Only 12 seconds to go from the 2. They get another touchdown. Allen connects with T.Y. Hilton, who's done like nothing today up until that play. So the Colts only lose 38-20. But this game was a blowout from start to finish. The Colts just happened to do well in garbage time. Rodney Allen led 2 straight drives when the Jaguars defense didn't really care because they knew they had the game won. So I don't really blame them. Great all-around team victory as our Jaguars improved to 8-3. Again, Rodney Allen wasn't even that bad. I thought he played fine. Koko Nwosu was really impressive. Only threw about half the amount of passes Rodney Allen did, but had nearly the same amount of yards and more touchdowns. He was on fire today. R.J. Ewell was the standout rusher in this game. He had over 100 yards for the Jaguars, mainly in part by that 80-yard touchdown. He had 117 total with 2 scores. Sparks was fine. Nothing crazy from him. Casey Shock had a good game. DJ Chark had another good game, and he didn't have any costly drops this time, so that's good. The pass rush, again, was really impressive, and of course, we forced another turnover with the Julius Williams interception. So I was doing more upgrades, and Isaiah Sparks has an ability slot. This one isn't really as surprising. I mean, Isaiah Sparks has played like a superstar this year, so I would have been kind of upset if he did not have at least superstar. Kareem Al-Rahman is the bigger surprise. So we are currently 8-3, 1 game ahead of the Titans, who lost this past week. We do play them here in Week 13. Here's a look at the current playoff picture. If the season ended today, we would be the 3 seed playing the Kansas City Chiefs in the first round of the postseason. But we could move up, we could move down. We're 8-3. We don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. And of course, we have our biggest game of the year next week against the Titans. If we win, we're in full control of the division. And if we lose, then the AFC South is about to go haywire. That all in today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.